Hello, people. Thanks for dropping in to Craps Hawaii. I'm gonna be trying to do another live stream. Um, Hopefully, the stream will hold up. It's pretty windy outside, and sometimes even without the wind, I get disconnected. So hopefully it'll hold up. If it starts getting disconnected, then I'll probably shut it down. But today I'm going to be practicing my hybrid stop the bleeding strategy, and then probably depress it after 3 hits. And if we still have some more hits, I'll depress it again and see what happens. So anyway, let's see. Give me some time and see if any of you are watching. I'm trying to get my iPad to come up. I'm trying something new tonight, so I want to see that if it works. If not, well, I'm going to go back to the regular thing. So anyway, let's try this. This is coming out. And we're not working. We're off on a come out. 5.5. Let's see if we can get 3 hits. Nine. So that's 1 point. And the 9 pays us 42 minus 4, so we get paid $38. And that's 1 hit. Dice rolled, so it's a 5-4. Now let me check if I can get the live feed up on my iPad and see what's happening. Now let me check if I can get the live feed up on my. And I don't know. I can see it, but I won't be able to see the chats. Not what I really was planning to see. So let's see. David Souza. Hey, how are you, my man? Is the sound and the video okay? Let's see. David Souza. Hey, how are you, my man? Let me know how it's going. Is there any echo? Looking for another point. Heartache. So that pays 32 minus 4 pays us $28. Let me know how it's going. Is there any echo? Looking for another point. Sounds good. Okay. Can hear the echo from your tablet. Okay, I can't turn it off, but what I'll do is I'll just take this cord out and let me replug it in, and we'll see what happens. You should be able to still see the table. I'm gonna move this a little bit so I can plug my cord in here. And there shouldn't be any echo. Everything's still okay, David? Now let me roll for another point. So that was our 8. And let's see, we need at least one more. Oh, hit the chips. Hit the chips bad. Toss. 0.7. 617. Good now. Sound clear? Thanks, David. Oh, I'm glad that your dad enjoyed the gifts that you bought for him, the shirts. Thank you very much for buying them. I'm glad you appreciate them. Don't forget to stop by someday. Give me a call. I don't know if you got my message about getting your chip from me. You can see it. So stop by and see if you can get one from me anyway. Trying to get it to focus good, but anyway, stop by. Let me know. The backside is the Craps Nation. So when you have time, stop by. Since you bought a shirt from me, I'll give it to you. Okay, so that was a 0.7. So I gotta put out another 144. Playing with $700 bankroll. $35.44. Yeah, I just wanted to test the stream. I thought I could put it up on my bigger screen, but then I cannot stop the volume. Well, maybe I could have stopped it if I used my remote from the TV for the volume. Okay, you can call me anytime, Bye. That's fine. Okay, so anyway, we're coming out. New roll. We're only looking for 3 rolls, and then we can start to depress. So not working on the come out, and lucky we're not. 167. Hardy. So how are things going, David? Everything good? You staying safe? You probably got to go to work, that's for sure. You guys are essential, working for the electric company. Let's see. 8's come out, yeah? Not working. It's pretty windy. Hope no lines fall down. Otherwise, you guys gonna be working really hard. Six, 4, 10. Phase 18. We'll take 14. Since we gotta pay for the hot bets. So how's the stream, David? Still going okay? Let me know how it's doing. Ace deuce. Page 15 minus 4 minus 3. Sorry, so we get $12. That's our second hit. Flawless right now. Thank you. Working overnight shift. Oh, hope they're paying you time and a half, brother. If anything happens on Maui, make sure you put my power back first, okay, David? Oh, I'm hitting that chip square all the time. ate the point. Hard eight. Came back. And that's our third hit. So that's another 42 minus 4. I mean 35 minus 4. So that pays us another $28. No. Sorry. 35 minus 4 gives us 31. $31. So this is our win from Stop the Bleeding. We're going to be coming out. So I'm going to depress it, and we're going to depress down to the lower special 130 inside. I'm going to take back our $4 from the hops, so we're taking back $14. Okay, so this is our profit. Another change out for a quarter. Change out for some red. So we made $57 on the first round of 3 hits. Okay, so 8 was the point. So that was our first 3 hits. We're going to be looking for maybe 3 more on the reduced side now that we depressed. I appreciate anything, David. I appreciate you just coming over and watching. Come on, 2, 3, 5. So we weren't working. So now that we depressed, we're gonna hit some numbers there. Ace deuce, but we don't have that. So I'm not gonna mark it. Since we don't have the hop bets or the field, that's what's gonna happen. 10. So these are all the numbers that we would have collected if we had the hops or the field. But if you want to depress, you know, you're going to have to take some money back, and that's where you're not going to be covering the field or the hop bets. And we're throwing all the outside numbers. That's not good, but the good part is we're still throwing. Eight. Okay, so 8, we collect $35 more. And we're going to put that right there. So that's 1 hit. And in actuality, I should start to depress is what I should do. So 35 is what we win. We're going to give $1. We're going to take back 60. Then we got 36. So it's the 36. Will it be okay to have a field during this depression? Hey Joshua, how are you? Hey Gary, how's it going? Ugly dude. How are you, ugly dude? Gary, I don't know. I like this hybrid system. Well, when the dice hits, it works, and that's a good part about that, Gary. You know, we all know it depends on what the dice is doing, but this really helps when we start to depress. Would it be okay to have a field during this depression? Yeah, you could have a field. You just got to realize that you're going, it would be almost like a 142 when I had it in the field. Eric Skinner, thanks. I hope you're okay too. Okay, David, thanks for we're back on. Letting me know that. It would be like when I had the 132 in here and 10 in the field, right? You got to realize that that was the base of the stop the bleeding. So I only got a 130 because we depressed from the 144 stop the bleeding hybrid down to the 130. And then, so if you put 10 in the field, just realize it's okay, but you're just going to take back less, okay? Because you got to subtract the $10. So we hit one at the 130 Aloha Special. Then we depressed down from the 144. I'm looking for at least another hit at this level. 12. And like I said, this is where we're not covered. So, you know, you might have to make that choice if the dice is going out there that you want to play the field. You know, like Joshua, like he's saying, you know, if the numbers keep going out there, then maybe you want to jump in the field and hope he keeps throwing numbers that you can collect. 9. Okay, so 549. That's our second hit in at the 130 Aloha Special level. So what do? We get paid 49. And we start to take back quarters. And so for right now, we went from the 144, stopped the bleeding, took out 3 hits, stepped it down to the 130 Aloha Special, took 2 hits and stepped it down to the 76. And you could go all the way down to 44, whatever you want to. So you don't have to go to 76, but that's where I went to. So I took 2 hits there, and maybe we can take another 2 at this level. We'll see. Still looking for the 5. 12. So yeah, we could use, you know, the field at this time, but we'll take less money, and that's all it is. You're just gonna take less money. 9. So 9 will pay 28. If you had $10, you would have to minus, so you don't need to win $18. But maybe you can collect more over here if the numbers are going outside, and might be worth it, you know. So anyway, 9, we collect $28. I'm gonna take 30 for 2. And I'm gonna depress this. Take $10 back from the 9. And take $10 back from the 5. So we're starting to depress it down, because, you know, the longer you throw, who knows, maybe the 7 is around. So I'm setting the dice tonight and not just throwing random, but five, 2, 7. Just when I say I'm setting the dice, that's what's happening. But lucky we depressed that down, right? So we could only get 1 hit from here. Lose all this. And let's see what we collected. Two green, 1 red, I don't think that was mine, not sure, but yeah, let's see if I set myself back up what we got left. Quarter, some change, quarter. Let's see. I want to take it out from here. I know I got some here, but I want to see exactly what we got. So we made $113. Made 113 after setting ourselves back up. Not too bad. Well, yeah, Eric Skeeter. Hope so too. All of us should stay safe and keep our family safe. Joshua Road 607 field numbers since the changeover. Yeah, and sometimes that's gonna happen, you know. So sometimes you're gonna have to make a decision on what you want to do, and maybe I should go from the 144 and drop down to the 130 Aloha Special, and maybe play in the field and take 3 more hits from there instead of only 2. We'll see if we can get there. We will. And that's why I like the Aloha Special, because you know you can make a lot of options from the Aloha Special. So the Aloha Special will allow you to do things like that. So 6. I hope all of you are staying well. I mean, and hopefully this virus thing blows over. 6 right back. So that pays 35 minus 4, $31 is our first hit. I know it gets boring, so if you noticed, I put out a lot of videos and live streams in the last week or so, and because it gets boring to just stay home do nothing, right? So hopefully, I'm sure a lot of Craps Nation people will be putting out some videos so that you guys have something to watch and practice with. Oh, that should have been an 8, but it's an 11. So that's our second hit. And that paid 15, so minus 3 plays us $12. Oh, what was the point? I made the point, yeah. Oh yeah, so I shouldn't get paid because that's 11. That's gonna come out. Take that back. That was a come out point. So hopefully we're still doing okay. I dropped out a little while. Six the point again. If any of you are still watching, can you just tell me, since nobody's chatting, how's the volume? How's the picture? Just want to make sure that we're still up and running. Hard 10. Okay, so hard 10 pays 18 minus 4 gets 14. Or 15 for 1. Nope. A second hit. Six point made. So that's 32 minus 4, 31. So that's our 3 hits. Made $76 in 3 hits if we take everything down, but now we just got depressed. So maybe we should depress it instead of down to the 130. We should take it to the 132, get some change. Some more change. That's the only thing. We're gonna have to put some more money back out. This all back. Take this 3 down because we hit those already. And so now we're jumping into the 142, but that's not much of a drop from 144. That's the difference, Joshua. Looking good, Dave. Okay, we're still there. Sounds good, Gary. Okay, great. Thanks. Because none of you guys are talking. You're all quiet. You trying to learn? Nine. Okay, so 9. What do we got? 100, 10, 20, 32 plus that. So we win 42 minus 10. We win $32. And that's one hit on the 9. So instead of winning 42, we win 32 because we're covering that. And hopefully we're going to get some field numbers now that we're in the field. We'll see. What was the point? Was that a come out? Oh, we just made the point, I think. Whatever. I forgot what the point was. Any of you know what the point was? Nine. That's what I thought. I thought it was the 9. So that was a come out. That's okay. I'll just say I work on the come out. I got punished for that, right? Well, I would have got 0.7 anyway. Let's see if we can do a better job at this. Okay, $4. Another quarter. That's right. So we lost 25. Well, out there already, so we actually lost $24 on that hand. Oh no, I gotta put I gotta put $5 here, $5 here, so $34 we lost. Okay, so we're all good to go. Ouch, hey Eric. Some days are diamond, some days are stone, you know that. We gotta live by that, right? It's all about gambling, being smart. 8 the point. Some days the casino are gonna have their days. Most of the days are their days, but when we get our days, you just got to be able to bet it up. Make all that money. 4. 18 minus 4. 14. Earlier today, Sleepy 25, Sleepy 25 and myself were shooting, Skyping, just the two of us. And normally we don't throw well when we're together. And that was, Sleepy was throwing a lot of .7s. I held us up for a little while. Then I was throwing, not very well. And on our last hand, Sleepy threw a great hand. I think we were down. Sleepy was down a lot. And I was down maybe 300-400 from a $700 bankroll. And on Sleepy's hand, because we were pressing, I ended up cashing out $800 win. And I think Sleepy also made about $300 when he was in the game for about 1,000. So we brought back a lot of money on that. Of course, you gotta have a bankroll that you can back that up with, so that when it does come, that you have the money to still be able to be playing. And you also gotta have some big balls to press it up. But make sure you're pressing it up with house money, okay? Always try to get back your staying alive money. Depends on the strategy we're working, right? So I'm working this strategy. It's gonna take me longer to get my money back, but this strategy was only meant for a table that's rolling 3 rows, and that's it. And we're going down and we're going to stay off. But sometimes people feel like, oh, the guy's gonna throw a bit longer. So if he's gonna do that, I wanna be in the game. And that's our third hit. And that's why I said, okay, we're gonna depress and stay in the game if that's what you want to do. I mean, we're depressing now to our 130 or special, but we could right now just go down to 76 or 44 or whatever you want to do. Be nice to hit some points here, because that's good money, and that's why I don't go in the field, because I want to get some good money when I hit it. Nine. So whereas I had money in the field, I would get 49 minus 10, I'll get 39. But this way I can give one for 50. I could depress it also, but I'm taking a chance and like saying that, well, the guy's gonna throw a few more numbers, so that's why we want to get some money. Otherwise, I would take it down, depress it down, take back $79, drop it down to 20 on the 5 and 9. And this shooter is on scrub. I thought he could throw a few more numbers. Apparently, I was wrong. Apparently, I was wrong. Oh yeah, you're right. I would get 59. My bad. It's in the field. So I should owe myself another $9. I'll take 10 for one. I took 50 for one. 59, so I should take another $9. Take 10, give one back. That's why I get more confused when I got it. Anyway, you guys know what's going on, so you keep me correct. Just take our 3 hits would be okay, because we're getting the 3 hits on when we depress. We're not getting those hits there, so it's costing us some money. Now let's see if we can get a good hand. Eight. sometimes, we should drop way down, and that all depends on what the table is doing, because when we drop from 144 down to the lowest special, which is 130, way down, we could like just go straight to 40. And I've had people tell me that I want to stay in the game because the guy looks like he's gonna roll. So, and I just say, well, this strategy is just for 3 rolls and out. That's what this strategy is for, and it's a good strategy for you if you can stay in a game that is throwing only 3 to 4 rolls, and just be patient and wait for the next guy and continue doing the same thing. 5, 42 minus 4, 38. .8 winner. So that's 35 minus 4, 31. So if you take this hand, for instance, that we just threw, 5, 20, makes 25. On these 3 hits, we made $83. So, $83 in, let's say, 3 people, that's 240 something bucks already. So that's good money, right? You see it's buffering and it's trying to reconnect, but I don't think it's dropped out. We still okay? Choppy now. Yeah, it's trying to reconnect. It's still on, but choppy. Just lagging a little. Thanks, Eric Skinner. Got you fine now. Okay. But I can see it's slowing. It must be because of the wind. What's up here? Easy money. What's the most you have won at the casino? The most I won at the casino was at the Golden Nugget, $18,000. Should have made 30 or 40, but when I got on the table, I was down 10,000. But in 40 minutes, my friend was throwing a Yes, it is hard to find that one shooter that can give you that kind of profit. That's why, believe me, I made $18,000, started with 135 on the inside. The point was 9, and that's what I started with, $135. And press and take, because like I said, I was down $10,000 when I went on the table. And my quota on my 4 from taking and pressing was 2,500 when he 7'd out. But see, if we just went off instead of depressing it, we would have been okay. So maybe we should just take our thing, throw the dice, see what happens. There was another time that I was winning money and went from the Four Queens where we won about $2,000 when we first got there, and walked into the Golden Nugget, and my friend threw for about 40 minutes, and I started with 54 across, and because I was winning, I was just pressing and made 10,000 in about 40 minutes. What's the, what is this now? Let's see. Stay buffering, can only dream of those kind of rolls. Wow. Eric Skinner. What's the highest you ever parlayed a hard way bet? Well, when I was going, well, it wasn't a parlay when I was winning 18,000, but I was putting $300 on the hard ways. But I did. I normally start off no matter what I start off with. If I start off with $5 or $1 working on a comma, whatever it is, I hit. I'm going to parlay it. It's going to go up to 50. It hit. It's going to go up to 500. I'm going to take it up to 100. If it hits, it's going to go to 200. But there was a time in when I was playing, good money, bigger money. And I was at Paris, and this girl picked up the dice, and she threw, and she made a point, but her point was not the 10, but I had money on the 4 and 10. So I played $5 on the 4 and 10. And she hit it, the hard 10, and I parlayed it. So 5 came 40 because it pays 8 to 1. Then she hit it again, so that 40 paid 320. Then I made it 100, and and she hit it again. And I parlayed some more, not parlayed all the way up, but maybe went to 200 and so on and so forth. And by the time she got through rolling and she sevened out, my $5 on that hard 10 was over $3,000 that I won. Six. You know, a lot of times the crap game now, the dice game has changed to being a short game, playing a short game. A lot of times people want to put big money out, take 2 hits and down, and you make good money. I mean, there was a time that I put 100 on every number on the inside and then 120, and thinking, well, yeah, just 2 hits and down. Well, it was a .7, so they went $640 in a blink of an eye. So sometimes you can put out big money thinking, well, I'm only gonna take 1-2 hits and I'm gonna, take it all the way down and I'm gonna be making some good money. But you get caught with a .7, it's gonna hurt. Believe me, it's gonna hurt. Dang, I never that lucky. No worry, Eric Skinner. I lost a lot of money too. I told Gary, one of my students, a lot of my stories, a lot of my lost stories too. And believe me, I lost a lot of money when I was foolish and younger. I remember not my wife, but my girlfriend. We've been together like 30 years. She told me, don't forget the time that you lost 65,000 in a year and a half. And yeah, I did. I didn't want to admit it, but I did. $32. 31. So I don't care when people tell me they want big money or whatever, because I've been there, done that. Along with winning big money come big losses. And so you gotta be able to put on your big boy pants and say, I'm going out there, I'm gonna gamble, I'm gonna try to make some money. And if you don't, suck it up. Suck it up. I mean, 65,000, yeah, it's a lot of money. But I had my own electrical contracting business at the time. I was single, and I still single anyway. I just have a girlfriend for a long time, 30 years. She used to work in Vegas too. She was a blackjack dealer. That's where I met her. So coming out, I guess it is 8. So sometimes people they don't know where I've been and what kind of gambling I've done, and I'm not really one to talk about it, but you guys are my viewers and you ask me my questions. I'm not one to lie either. So um, when people tell me, "Oh, I want a lot of money," I know for a fact that when you win that much of money, you lost a bunch of money also. And I've had friends, and one of them was a lady from the island of Oahu, and she was a big bettor. I mean, when she wins 60, 70,000, sometimes as much as 80,000. So, but she can bet. She's not afraid to bet, and she has a business. So that's why, when you have a business and you're doing well and you're making money, you can afford those times to go out and bet bigger and, I guess, feed your dreams of what you want to do. And she made big money, but she told me herself also she lost a lot of money too. I had one friend that he caught 3 good hands in a row. 3 good hands in a row. And he's a big bettor. At the end of the third hand, he was up 150,000. 150,000. Can you imagine that? 150 grand. Well, let's depress this and see what happens. Some change. Let's play 76 inside. You guys all right? You guys still there? Exactly, Googs. The big losses come often than the big wins. But some people, they don't like to admit that they lost. They just like tell you about the wins. But like I said, I've been there. I know that. I talking through experience. So the guys that like lie to me, hey, you can tell me all your lies, but I know better. Unless you got lucky one night, and if you can bet that kind of money, I'm pretty sure that you weren't there for just one night and say, well, I'm going to bet this kind of big money, unless you're a guy who's got a lot of money, and most of us don't have that kind of money that you just going to start off and play in one night. Oh, I just decided I'm going to bet $600 a number, or $100 a number, whatever you say you're going to do. This is gone too, so you grow into being able to bet bigger. It doesn't just happen overnight unless you're a millionaire that can afford to do that. 5. Okay, we win $28, so 30 for 2. Unhit. Five again, another 30 for 2. You know, if you bet small and you're a low roller, I have nothing against that. If you lose, you're gonna lose small. But you gotta realize too that if you're gonna win, you're gonna win small, unless you have the guts to bet more money. And normally, if you do have that kind of guts, that you're not gonna be one low roller. Well, 7 out. So it comes hand in hand. You win or you lose by the way you bet, how much your bankroll is, you know, all that kind of stuff is gonna decide whether you're gonna make a lot of money or you're not gonna lose a lot of money. You know, that's all depends on your bankroll, and it's not just about betting. You gotta have, you gotta have the balls to bet it when you got when somebody is rolling, and that's the only way you can make big money. I mean, Rick is a good friend of mine from Let It Roll. He tried the Aloha Special, and then the second time he came out and he put 160, so that's the Aloha Special 130 inside with the 4 and 10 pressed up, so he could make 160. So anyway, if you watch his video live from Bronco Billy's, he played the first 130. He put it out. He said he was really nervous and he was rolling good all day for the several sessions, and he got nervous and he threw the dice in .7, and that was the only .7 he had all day long. But even he said on his last video that he did a live stream today sometime, that by betting a lot bigger, you're not used to that, you get nervous because you're looking at a lot of money. I mean, $160 out there at one time means that, so to some guys, it might mean if I lose this, I go home already, right? So when you take that kind of money and bet that kind of money, you gotta realize that you have a chance of losing it. And so most people, because they're low rollers, they will work their way up. I was a low roller myself. I was playing 54 across, and that was my limit until I went with my friends and started to just get swept up like the waves when they go through, because when they're winning $60 and you're only picking up 14, you feel like you're doing something wrong, so you start betting bigger and bigger, and as time goes on, it doesn't matter really, right? As long as you got the bankroll, right? I mean, I told the story about when we're in Paris and a guy's throwing a lot of sixes, and my friend and I are next to each other, and we started off with $30 and pressed that 6 up to $1,200. And I was thinking to myself, Jam, when are we going to take this down? And my friend leans over to me and gives me the elbow. Hey, if this guy hits the 6 again, we're pressing up to 2,400. Can you imagine that? You win 1,400 and you can put 1,200 more on that 6 and rack 200 in the rack. Well, we never got to that because he never made the 6 or never hit the 6 again. But that's how we used to play, and that's why when I lost a lot of money. But I got wiser and smarter, and that's why I do strategies that try to help you guys make money without losing excessive money. Of course, we're all still going to lose if we don't play the right way and have money management and discipline, okay? When the table's not going your way, walk away. Don't stay there insisting that I'm gonna stay till it turns. Walk away. There's another hour, another 2 hours later that you can come back, take a break, or jump to another table. Yeah, that's what we gotta do. So we lost some money. I think I lost about. I started with 7. I got 6, 25, 50, 75, $85. So I lost about what, $15 or so. So anyway, how you guys doing? You guys hanging in there? My best luck has been at Palms and MSS. What is MSS? Palms that you talking about at Vegas? Eric? My favorite tables in Vegas. I stay at the Golden Nugget, and so I have to give them playtime because I got free room, free food. My host takes care of me well. Paris, um, the dealers are great too. They're nice. They don't bother you, especially if you're rolling pretty high rolling money. They don't bother you if you're a little short. You're throwing them a little high. So what's up, Gary? Let's see. Hello, much for sharing your knowledge and experience with us. Anytime, Gary, and don't forget, it was Gary's birthday, and I wished him a happy birthday. So, Gary, happy birthday to you, and take care of your Hannah and Corey, your girlfriend, and thanks for being a student of mine. So I appreciate all of you. I guess it did drop out a little bit tonight, but not really that bad. It's been running for an hour. Hopefully, you folks have seen enough to see what I was trying to show and learn a little bit about me as I've learned a little bit about you guys. When you come here, it's a chat room, and it's not all about maybe shooting dice unless you really want to learn certain things. Then you can tell me as we go, and I can put them out for you. But I'm just trying to give you some kind of entertainment for while we're all staying at home in the coronavirus. So take care. I'll meet you guys again. Everybody think it's being blow over soon and places will open up again. People, goods, people, the places will open up again. But I don't think it's going to open up in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because the virus takes 2 weeks to show up. And if they say, well, we start now and somebody just gets the virus now, in 2 weeks they open up, that's just when it's going to start to come out. Hey, Ed, how's it going, my man? Missed you. But I think it's going to be a good, my personal thing, at least 2 months. If they open it up before that, like Vegas or some of the casinos, the virus might come right back. I mean, it's not as bad for us here in the islands, and we should have shut the planes down coming into the islands sooner because we were already like a quarantine on our own island. And it's when you start to bring tourists in, and I know it's a tourist industry, but when it becomes life or death, I think they should have shut the islands down, because now they're shutting it down anyway, and it's already late. The virus is here on the islands, not as bad, but it is here on the islands, and it starts to make people panic and start to hoard the stores and stuff like that, which is not good, right? I mean, we'll get through this, I'm sure, but we have to be a little bit more diligent on our part and do what we need to do, right? Not be hard-headed and say, well, I'm not going to stay home, I'm going out. Islands making anyone coming in quarantine for 2 weeks. Yes. Anybody coming in, getting off the plane, will be quarantined for 2 weeks. They didn't do that earlier, but they are starting that very soon, like in a few days, maybe even tomorrow. So I think they would deter the tourists from coming here for vacation and spend 2 weeks in quarantine. no sense come, right? And that's why I canceled my trip to San Diego, and lucky we did. Um, I feel we need to take care of Ohana. And for those of you who don't know, Ohana means family in Hawaiians. So you need to take care of your Ohana, okay? Keep them safe. It's not only attacking the older people, there's also young people too now, right? And I just saw the news that the House and the Republican Senate, they're fighting over something about getting the money out. So it's holding the money back to the people. You know, it's ridiculous. I don't, in politics, I wish there was no Republican and Democrat. You know, one party, everybody works towards the benefit of the country. Too much politics, and just because I don't like you, even though the bill is a good thing, but I'm a Republican, you a Democrat, or just the opposite, I'm not voting for that bill, even though it's going to help the people. So we shouldn't have Democrat, Republican, and should just be Congress, and the people just work for the good of the country. I mean, that's how I feel. Sorry if anybody. So did we reconnect? Okay, so we reconnected. It was buffering. I had to reconnect. So anyway, thank you guys for dropping in. This is a long video, but I had a good session with you guys, and I'm pretty sure we did okay. Everybody got to know each other better. And next time, until we meet again, you know, drop in and we'll see you. So hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and we're all good. Until next time, stay safe.